Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to continue on with the 80cc go-kart build. I made a little progress since last time, so let's jump into it and see what I've been working on. So I went and bought some metal for the project because we needed to extend the frame here. You can see I have some pieces of tubing cut here and mocked up. I'm not sure exactly how long I need to extend it, but I think this is pretty close to where I need it. Right now I think this is 10 inches, extended about 10 inches. So I have this mocked up. This is not welded or anything. This can still be adjusted. And also, this is where the seat, the front of the seat is going to be mounted. So I have this tack welded in place. I think the first thing I'm going to try to do today is get the seat bolted down. That way, everything else can kind of be built around the seating position. So I just went and got myself some nuts and bolts of sizes that I think will be useful. And I got some carriage type bolts and stuff like that to mount the seat. So this is a seat off the Parts go-kart that I got for free, and this is the one we're going to be using, and I'm pretty sure this is about where we're going to want it. I'm going to go ahead and get this bolted down temporarily, that way everything else can be mocked up around it, because this is a pretty good seating position. So that's approximately where the seat's going to go. Alright, I'm going to try cutting off the old seat mounts from the other go-kart and see if I can utilize these. So this other go-kart, the seat came off of has like those two stems there that were attached to the seat. So I'm going to cut those off, see if I can utilize them. If not, I'll have to make my own brackets. Okay, I got the seat brackets cut off. Let's see if we can use these. So it looks like they are going to work. I'm just going to have to cut them a little bit and grind the paint off, and then I'll get them tacked up in there. So I got the seat brackets all tacked up here and bolted to the seat. Get the front bolted up. I think it's a pretty comfortable position. We weren't really sure like how far to move the seat back. We know we probably want our legs bent somewhat, not bent like they were before, but we didn't have to move it back that far to start feeling a lot more comfortable. So we only moved the seat back probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches. And now we just gotta figure out how much room we need for the motor. I know we have plenty of room the way it is now. So with the 10-inch stretch, we have plenty of room. So I got the paint ground off where I'm going to be welding this. I got to get two pieces of pipe cut. Do a little bit more measuring, do a little more grinding. I got to grind on these sides where I'm going to weld on the bottom piece here, and then we can get this frame put back together. But I'm just taking my time on this part. Okay guys, I'm back inside. I got my 4 extension tubes there ready to get welded on. They're all cleaned up, ground down, ready for welding. So let's mock this thing up. It's looking pretty good length, I think. So the bottom tubes fit perfectly, very snug. The top, because it's slightly different, don't. So there's about a 1/16 of an inch all the way around, which that's not a big deal. I'm just gonna fill that gap. All in all, I think it looks pretty good. Just gonna try to do some measuring and try to get it as straight as possible. Okay, I got the bottom half tacked in, all 4 corners. So now I got it square. I just got to tack the upper ones, and then should be good. So I got the frame all welded back together. I'm by no means an expert welder, so you're not going to see any beautiful welds out of me, but should be strong enough to hold. I just want to make sure I did strong welds, whether or not they look good or not. So we do have it all back together here. Seats mounted. So this is what it looks like. Hopefully I got it straight enough so that we don't have any problems, but I measured everything and tried to get it as square as possible, so should be okay. Like I said, the welds are not going to be beautiful from my hands, but shouldn't be bad. Hopefully those will hold anyway. So some things I need to work on. I'm going to cut these spindles off. You notice they don't have any caster. They're mounted straight up and down. I also got to move the steering wheel over to the center. I got to put new steering linkage, but what I'm going to do is take the spindles off the other go-kart and mount them on this, and I'm going to put them at an angle so they have some caster to them. Hopefully that helps the jerky steering that this thing had before. Hoping it handles a lot better, a little bit of caster. We have seat support under here. I got those old seat brackets there, tacked on there. So I got the steering wheel taken off. I got the new steering wheel put on. It's going to be much better with the larger steering wheel. I really want to get it moved over to the center just so I can see how it's going to feel. I know it's going to need a longer steering shaft to get it where I want it, but the reason I've been hesitant to take the front end apart up until this point is because once I take the steering linkage off, then these tires can move independently and it's going to be hard to roll it in and out when one tire is going one way and the other is going the other way. So I was just holding the motor in there to see how much space I'm going to have. It's actually pretty tight with the pipe. You know, the pipe is going to go like right up against the back of the seat, and the two sprockets are going to be pretty close together, but I think that's not a bad thing. I'm going to have only a small distance of chain between each sprocket, so hopefully it'll be less likely to throw the chain that way anyway. What we got to do is work on the front end, the steering wheel, motor mounts, and we still got a lot to do. So I made a lot of good progress today. I'm pretty happy that the frame is back in one piece and the seat is mounted. So we still have a lot to do, but there's a long winter ahead of us. So if you want to follow along with the project, go down below, hit subscribe, give me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you have any ideas for the project, let me know down below. See you next time.